What's up, everybody? This is Marshall Thorne with M2 Sports, and this is Sunday is for the Birds. Okay, so what is it the Eagles need to do this week to beat the Bengals? First of all, Miles Sanders, 20 rushes for 95 yards last week, three catches for 36 yards. The guy is still a beast. If the Bengals don't have the worst rush defense, they're in the bottom three. They're awful. Doug, run the ball. There is no excuse this week not to force the ball into Miles Sanders' hands. Okay? He's had a game to warm up, which 95 yards on the ground, heck of a warm up. But you have to run the ball, Doug. You're hurting your quarterback by not running the ball, okay? Run the ball. Last week, Jackson had 6 catches for 64 yards. That's great. Unfortunately, we lost Rieger this week. So the ball has to go down the field to Jackson. Run the ball, take deep shots to Jackson. It's a formula that has worked Jackson's entire career. When the defense is looking for the run, he will be open for the touchdown. Run the ball, throw it deep to Jackson. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, time to step up, bud. You have looked awful this year. You've looked worse this year than you did last year. I didn't think that was possible. You are being labeled a bust in the city of Philadelphia. Quickly. You had 2 targets last week, which means you weren't getting open. Period. You weren't getting open, or Wentz doesn't trust you. One of the two. Get open, catch the ball. You had 2 targets for 0 catches and 0 yards. Get open, catch the ball. Because here in a little bit, once Hightower and Rieger really start going, you're going to find yourself sitting on the bench the entire time. You need to do something now. This is your time to shine. This is your time to prove that you are an NFL wide receiver. If you don't, you are going to find yourself on the bench, and then you are going to find yourself being a free agent after your first 4 years in the NFL. Okay? Get open, catch the ball. Ward was only targeted 1 time last week. He was the clutchest player on our team last year. Him and Miles Sanders. It's kind of a toss-up, okay? Wentz, you need to get the ball to Ward. He will catch the ball. He will make the plays that need to happen, okay? He may not be the flashiest player, but he will make the plays that need to happen. Get the ball to Ward. Just do it. Little free Diet Dr. Pepper plug. Diet Dr. Pepper, if you want to sponsor somebody, hit your boy up, all right? Okay, so on the defensive side of the ball, defensive line, you have to get home this week. This is the week to pad your stats. The Bengals have an awful offensive line. You should be able to get to Burrow at least 5 times this week. Get to the quarterback because you're making the rest of the defense look bad. No corners are going to be able to cover for more than 4 to 5 seconds down the field, okay? Y'all need to get home. If you don't, Burrow will light us up. He has weapons. He has proved he can find those weapons down the field. Get to the quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. Get him off the spot. If you don't, we will get roasted. Nate Gary, you got to learn how to cover, man. You got smoked by a tight end last week 3 times. Where were you? You cannot get beat that bad and consider yourself a starting linebacker in the NFL. If you're not going to do better than that, you need to go ahead and bench yourself. Go put yourself on the bench because you are costing this team extreme amount of yards, 21 points last week to a tight end. Come on, man. If you're not gonna cover, put yourself on the bench. Let some of these younger guys, let your Edwards come in and play. Because you're now 2 years into this system and you don't look like you have gotten any better since the day you stepped on the field. Okay? So if you're not gonna cover, you need to go put yourself on the bench. Maddox. You kind of got put on notice last week. You were not looking very good. Now, granted, our defensive line wasn't getting home, and you were going against some pretty good receivers. If you're not going to cover like that, you're going to see people like LeBlanc, Strat, come in and take your position, because he's hungry. He wants to play. Do you really think he wanted to see Roby Coleman come onto this team this year and take his spot in the slot? No. So he's looking for any excuse to get on the field. Maddox, I'm telling you right now, if you have another week that looks like last week, you're going to start sharing snaps, and you might lose that position. I hate to say it. LeBlanc, he looks hungrier than you do right now. So you need to step up. Have a good week. Okay? LeBlanc, when your time gets called, I know you're going to be ready. You always seem to make the play. Doesn't seem to matter what the position is, who you're going up against. You make the play. So I'm pulling for you, buddy. I hope you get out there and ball. Roby Coleman, you're on notice. Now, granted, you are going against your old team, your quarterback from last year. He knows your tendencies. He practiced against you every day. So I'm not holding you accountable for everything that happened to you last week. But I'm telling you right now, if you come out this week against a bad Bengals team and you get put on notice again, I could easily see you sharing snaps in the slot with LeBlanc. Miles Sanders, Doug, give the ball to Sanders. Give it to him. It's a winning formula. Jackson, be ready for that deep shot. Because you know it's coming. JJ Arcega-Whiteside, you best get open and you best catch the ball. Otherwise, you're going to get run out of Philly on a rail. Ward, man, I'm pulling for you, man. I hope you get on the field. I hope you get some targets because I know you're going to make the plays we want. Defensive line, get home. It's not an option this week. Get home. Nate Gary, you best cover, man. I'm telling you. You best cover. Otherwise, you're going to have people calling for your head in Philly. Seriously, like gone. Taken off the team. Maddox, just keep doing what you're doing. I have a feeling that you're going to have a better game this week because I have a feeling the defensive line is going to be getting home and there's going to be some forced passes coming your way. LeBlanc, man, I hope I see you on the field, dude, because you're good. I know you are. I know you're going to do what you need to do. Roby Coleman, yet to be determined. Let's see what you got. Bring it. I want to see an interception from all three of those cornerbacks that I just stated this week, okay? Thanks, guys.